Good day to you. Yeah, it's a little bit wet now, but forecast is for it to be sunny and bright shortly. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? I'll just give you a little wipe. Well, what I've got to tell you is Davey Brothers motorcycles of Ipswich. Yeah, they made a delivery. They brought this thing that I'm on now. Yeah, it's the AJS Barletta. I know, I'm so grateful to them for delivering it, and grateful to AJS for letting me have it for a bit. Yeah, but well, what I've done is I went and mentioned that I haven't had a scooter. No one will let me out on a scooter. But I was also concerned about the youth and attracting more and more people, not just young people but older people as well, onto two wheels. And how can they do it that's easy for them? Just give you a wipe. Yeah, so what they did was they delivered me this, and you wait till you see it. I mean, 50cc's, you're going to say, oh, it's a town bike, it's alright for scooting around town, but it's more than that. It is so much more than that, you won't believe it. I've been using it to go to the stables and back, to the shop and to work. Yeah, and what you've got to remember is 16-year-olds, this is all they can have. Yeah, but you can also drive this, ride it. If you're older and you passed your test yonks ago, you can ride this without even doing the CBT, I think. You'd have to check that, because the laws change all the time, don't they, as you know. And I've had absolutely no problems. I absolutely love it, I really do. Yeah, it's got everything you need. Carrying capacity, I know, keeps your legs dry, you can wear your normal shoes and stuff. But anyway, I'm heading into town, and hopefully you'll stay with the video and see the walk round and see it round town, because obviously in town it's king. Yeah, but that's marvellous, isn't it? But it's also marvellous down these country lanes as well. Mrs. Tame's really taken with it. Yeah, so I'll see you when I get into town. Right, here we are, look at this. I know, AJS Barletta 50cc's. I know, 2.8 brake horsepower. I know, ridiculous, isn't it? And you're thinking, Tame, you've gone mad. But I haven't. There's method to my madness. I can tell you, it's marvellous. But how did it come about? Well, at the NEC, I was talking to AJS and I said, I can never get on a scooter. They said, we've got a new one coming out. We'll send you it. So I've had this for a couple of weeks, and I've been commuting backwards and forwards to work everywhere. But let's have a look at it. I can mutter about it and my journeys I've had when we get going. But let's start. What is it? Well, obviously it's a scooter. It's got a rack, dual seat. Watch this. Marvellous. Yeah, back foot pegs straight out, back in, off we go. Ignition keys in, it's already open. Seat, get a helmet in there. Look at that, I've got all my camera stuff and that. Yeah, marvellous. Mickey Mouse mirrors. Speedo looks like a loaf of bread. Yeah, red goes into the red at 30 miles an hour. But honestly, you've got to bear with me. cubby hole in here for your phone and stuff, or your GoPro. USB charger, so you can charge on the go. Oh, watch this though. You won't believe it. Centre stand. I know, crazy. And if you have a look down here, got a lovely badge, obviously, Barletta 50, AJS, kickstart, as well as the electric start. Unbelievable. Yeah. Disc brake on the front. Oh, I presume it's a drum brake on the back. I don't know, can't see one. Round the front, look at marvellous little indicators, AJS badge. The lights, I've ridden it at night, I know. Absolutely one of the best I've got out of all my bikes. Twist and go throttle. What more do you need? That's it. Let's get on the road. So, as we venture out of Bury, yeah, out of town, into the country, and you'll be able to see what it's like, yeah. So, I said bear with me, didn't I? About the craziness of it. 50 cc's, 2.8 brake horsepower and all that lot. But in the town, yeah, obviously it makes sense for scooting about. But in the country you think, nah, it's no good. Well, I can tell you it is. Imagine you're 16 and you're reliant on your parents, mum and dad, taxi rank, yeah. If you live in Suffolk or places like Suffolk, one or two villages have train stations. But not very many. If you want to get out and see your mates at the weekend, or even get to school, you're reliant on a bus service that is absolutely atrocious. And expensive these days as well. Yeah, you're captured, and all you're going to do is sit in your room and play your Game Boy or go on TikTok and all that lot, or YouTube and watch the All Year Motorcyclist, you know. Whereas if you've got one of these, you've got freedom. This little scooter represents nothing but freedom for 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds if you wanted. Yeah. And if you're older, you can ride one of these without doing your CBT. Yeah. If you're older and you passed your test for years ago, I don't know how it works. Yeah, on a car license. Or if you're like me, you've got big bikes, but you do some short journeys, like to the stables or to the shop. And what I didn't mention in the walkaround is it's got a little hook down here to hang your shopping on. Yeah, it's marvellous, isn't it? And it's so easy. You can wear lighter clothes, you can wear normal shoes. Yeah, you can, because you've got this foot peg thing. And yeah, it's not a rocket ship, but it's still fun. Mrs. Tame absolutely loves it. And the view is marvellous. I love it. But this is about getting kids and people onto two wheels, onto bikes, and this is a starting point, isn't it? But yeah, here I am heading out into the country. My journey into work normally takes 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, and when I've been doing it on this, it doesn't take much longer. We're talking a couple of minutes. I know. Primarily because, one, you don't have to slow down for the corners at all. I know. It goes round most, no trouble. It's no more dangerous than riding a bicycle. In fact, I would say it's safer, because cars do give you a bit more respect than they do than if you're on a bicycle. Yeah. And I know we complain about cyclists because a lot of them think that they own the road. The lights are just fantastic. I know, I can't believe it. Modern technology has ensured that it's got some of the best lights available. Yeah. I mean, of course, some of it as well is the fact that you're only doing 30 miles an hour. You know, if you're on a faster bike and you're going at 60, then as far as you can see, comes a lot quicker, doesn't it? Yeah. Your reaction times need to be a lot better. But the time has come. I'm going to have to send the Barletta back. I know, I keep calling it the Barletta, I don't know why, and it is the Barletta. Look at the potholes here, they're just crazy. But I'll be sad to see it go, to be quite honest. And I think if I had it longer, this might be tricky. That's fine. Mrs. Tame would be having it, yeah. If it were my own, she'd be getting on it and going, I reckon. So I think I'll do one final rundown for you. What's it got? Mickey Mouse mirrors, speedo, loaf of bread, fuel gauge, trip, it's got USB. Oh, naughty boy bike. It's got USB and a cubby hole for your phone or whatever you want. Obviously horn, hazards, high beam, low beam. It's got a compartment under the seat. Which you can get a helmet in, and if you're not carrying a spare helmet, you can get whatever you want in there. Yeah, a load of shopping. Yeah, it's perfect. And of course that hook for hanging a bag of shopping there if you wanted. What do I like most about it, apart from the convenience of it, apart from the ease of riding it? I like not having to get my boots on and my big jacket and all that lot, you know. Pop to the stables. I'd very often go in the car. One, because it's not very far and it's not worth opening up the garage and getting the bike out to go, 2 minutes down the road. And yes, I could walk it in 10-15 minutes, but this is just so easy. So yeah, it definitely gets a big thumbs up from me and from Mrs. Tame, and from the daughters. They love the style of it. Yeah, because it does look stylish. And the next step from a 16-year-old having one of these is not to buy a car, but to buy something else with two wheels, isn't it? Yeah, once they've realised the freedom that this can give and they've weathered it. But there you go. Yeah, the AJS Barletta 50cc's tame on 2.8 brake horsepower. What can I say? It's been marvellous. So thank you very much, AJS. Yeah.